Good morning, Bum Slide Thursday it is. Hope you're having an awesome one. The sun's out.
It is.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's still -9.
I know. What's up with that? Still starting my car in the morning.
I know. Pre-starting it?
Yes.
Me too. But the thing is, and I've always said, I can handle cold as long as it's bright and sunny.
I can't handle cold. I can't handle snow.
You shouldn't live here.
No, but I can't handle 30 degrees Celsius either.
Move.
I want the show for myself.
No, I need you here because it's Hug a Newsman Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, or newswoman, newsperson.
Newsperson.
Hug a newsperson day.
You have to hug a newsperson.
I'm not a newsperson, you are.
Yeah.
I can't deliver the news. No one takes me seriously. Okay.
It's hard to do.
Taking me seriously or doing the news?
No, doing the news. People think it's easy, and it's really not.
It's not just reading, folks.
No,
I've witnessed...
you have to really sort of realize what you're reading. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it really is. You have to concentrate.
This morning on my way to work.
So that's a hard part.
This morning on my way to work, I heard Gino Cavello.
He's so awesome. Oh my word!
When he reads the news, I'm like, gosh, he's excellent.
He is a professional.
Yeah.
He is
Gino.
Pro. Gino, you rock, man. Seriously, he is so good.
You do a great job at Sioux College with that program.
Well,
special events management or whatever it's called.
He actually teaches at Sioux College Public Relations. Yeah, so that's awesome.
With another lady, Natasha.
Oh,
I remember her name.
Look at you, name remembering.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the whole thing about changing the slogans on Ontario license plates. Have you heard? Is this really a thing?
It was in the news yesterday.
Is it really a thing?
Yeah, open for business as opposed to naturally.
But is that going to be on the commercial license plates for vehicles?
Far.
Not everybody's.
So far.
Because now out on Twitter, people are saying, let's create the new slogans for Ontario license plates. So I've got 3 that were my favorites.
Okay.
Yes, Ontario, yours to customize.
I like that.
Ontario, the hinterlands of Toronto.
Ah, that's the one.
And my favorite one is Ontario. Several provinces are worse.
So chin up then. Several provinces are worse.
That's our new license plate.
That's funny. I like that one.
I think so too.
And it's good because it's not going to cost us a dime, right?
Honestly.
Like everything else on his agenda.
That was like, it's not going to cost a dime. Like when the OLG changed their name from Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation to OLG.
For $1.5 billion.
Yeah, it was like $1 million just to change the stationery.
And the whole, like, you think about the letters on a building. Yeah. Well, like all that stuff costs like tons of money. Mm-hmm. It's funny because my daughter teaches high school and she teaches French. So she's teaching civics in French, and she's talking about the license plates and how they're going to change. Just as a civics, this is what's going on and why, like why and
why.
Yeah, why. And then the autism and education cutbacks, of course, because she's a teacher.
So she's discussing this
with her students.
Wow, excellent.
Yeah, so
Civics.
Which is awesome. Yeah. So one of her students puts his hand up and goes, "Well, so like, didn't we vote him in? Like, why are we all mad at him if we voted him in?" So then my daughter took the opportunity to talk about how he didn't really have a platform. So he didn't really make any promises.
No, so he's not breaking any promises.
Yeah, but it's interesting, she said, to listen to their perspective and to remember how little they actually know about the whole political system and how important it is to teach them that. I'm so proud of her. She's just, and she loves it. She loves to be able to see that light go on in their eyes. Yeah.
Yes.
I like it when that happens to you, so I understand.
When the light goes on in my eyes, when I start understanding things.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen a lot.
No,
so,
usually when I do explain things to me, like Brexit. I still don't understand Brexit.
Wow, Brexit. What a...
People, I still don't understand
garbage.
Brexit. Calling me crazy. I don't understand it.
Do they have to go now, or do they get to stay? They have, right?
I don't know. This has been, and every time I look, it's like Theresa May. Yeah, she's still there.
She needs to stay home and do a spa day.
Speaking of that, Britney Spears, not a spa day. Check yourself in, folks. So Brittany,
and she was getting ready for a big Vegas
gearing up. This is what
residency.
So here's the scoop that
Mr. Negative. Okay,
we got two different stories. My story that I got said that her father Jamie, and they're very tight. Life-threatening colon rupture a few months back.
Her father's name is Jimmy?
Yeah.
Because her sister's name is Jimmy, too.
Her dad's name is, I guess she's named after him. I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I'm not
I know
a
how
newsman.
you are with me. I'm not a newsman.
Don't hug me. Okay, so there's Brittany. So anyway, she is gearing up for this big Vegas show called Domination. Well, she's not going to dominate Vegas after all.
Dominating nothing.
She said that her father's illness and the fact that he almost died took such a toll on the family that she just can't go on with the show. She needs time for herself, and she wants to be with her family at this difficult time. It was 2 months ago. The guy's not dead.
He almost died, though.
A lot of people almost die, and we all go back to work, Luann. Anyway,
right, but we're not Britney Spears.
This is my point. My point is that Britney Spears, I think, she's training for Vegas, and I mean, Vegas is a big deal. They're doing like dance shows, singing shows.
And singing and dancing together, which she's not really.
So my negative mind goes, and so she's checking herself into this, and it's not. They don't call it a mental health facility.
No,
it's an all like wellness facility.
It's a wellness. It's like a
mind, body, soul.
Yeah, it's like a big fat spa.
Big fat spa. And anyway, so she's just putting her career on hold indefinitely. To me, that says I couldn't do the show and I needed a way out, so I'm using this as an excuse and I'm having a nervous breakdown and I'm going away. That's my take on it. But that's not what I read. You did read, though.
Yeah, that she actually
is having like a breakdown.
Has been despondent, and her longtime boyfriend, Sam, I think his name is standing by her and said, you know what, this is not a weakness, an indication of weakness. This is strong, and she knows that she needs to just step back and take care of herself. And it's you need to be strong to be able to make that big decision. But she is in a facility, apparently.
Maybe she'd have to go into a facility to get out of the contract. There's got to be a contract. There's got to be a...
You are so negative.
I'm sorry. Well...
She could burn the contract up. She's Britney Spears, for goodness.
You know who did Vegas for years and years and survived?
You know
Celine Dion.
But you know, I love Celine. She's Canadian. I have all of her music. She does not dance around like Britney Spears.
She does not. She doesn't need to because she can sing, whereas Britney...
Okay. All right then. Yeah, so she's done though, right?
Who? Celine's done in Vegas, but now she's just announced the world tour.
Right. And she's got another album coming out.
There's her picture. She's too skinny.
Yeah, she's looking a little
Somebody
wretched.
give that woman a crouton. Honest to God. She's so thin that...
You know what? If she swallowed it whole, she'd have a goiter. Like, it would just like...
She's releasing a new CD, and the album cover is on the side of the CD. That's how skinny she is. She fits... Her photo is on the spine.
Except for her nose.
That's on the front.
There's that.
So she's with a new album. She's not resting on her laurels. Celine, a new album, and she's cool. She's writing with Sia.
Oh.
Sia, chandelier. Yeah, her.
Oh, her?
Sia, you know, with the hair.
Oh, yeah, the one that never shows her eyes.
She does sometimes. I think maybe anyway. So they're collaborating on this new album, but a world tour. Celine Dion.
Can you imagine? Like, she's
world
60.
Tour.
She's 60 years old.
Is it a world tour?
No, she's not that old yet.
She's our age, my age. She's younger than she's over 50.
Yeah.
And so Toronto, December the 9th. If you want to go see Celine Dion, she'll be in Toronto, December the 9th. Chicago, if you want to go that route instead, December the 1st. And are you ready for this? Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, on the 12th of Never.
Stop it! For 1 second there, I was just like, oh, what? What my words?
On the 12th of Never.
Stop it.
Anyway.
Well, you know what? Good luck, Céline. And maybe you could indicate to the younger performers what actual commitment and working for a living means.
Celine Dion, like flying over the Vegas stage, hooked up, and she used to fly in that show.
Yeah.
And fly and sing.
Well, you know what? She could fly on a rubber band. She weighs 4 pounds. Like, right? It's like, but you know, like her voice, like, I don't know where it comes from in that small little tiny person.
It comes from her nose.
Or her big toe. I bet she has ugly feet. Let's go with that. There's got to be something wrong with Celine Dion, right? There's got to be. So she either has fat ankles, but I think I'd see her ankles, or she's got horrible feet. Her big toe's probably like Fred Flintstone, and that's where she gets all her gumption from.
There's got to be something wrong with her?
Yeah, there's got to be. She's perfection.
I remember this friend of mine in Toronto, if a really good-looking man would go walking down the street, my friend would say, if that guy can sing, there is no God.
There's something wrong with everybody.
There's something wrong with
except for Tim.
Hey, we have a great show on Bumside Thursday. Shaylin Spurway's coming up to my first guest talking about her new business, Stella and Dot. Very interesting. Yeah, and how it's affecting her life.
Yeah,
and
the idea behind it's awesome.
Yeah, and then also we have another interview coming up, and you have the news.
I do.
And so it's the full show on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Shaylin Spurway's here today. Now, oftentimes we're together because of the Greyhounds, but not today.
Not today.
Today you have, you're an independent businesswoman.
I am.
So, and Stella and Dot, we'll talk about this a little bit, this bracelet coming up in a little bit. I'll hold that up there for this shot. It's a beautiful bracelet. And this has been designed for autism awareness?
Yes, so April's Autism Awareness Month, and on the 2nd...
it was World Autism Day, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the company has supported autism awareness for the last numerous years, and the last 3 years that I have been a stylist, and I also do a little bit locally for the campaign as well.
Well, we'll get a little bit more to that, because I want to find out about how you came to know about Stella and Dot, and the fact that it sort of came into your life in a really interesting way, and it's helped you a lot.
Yes, very much so.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Early 2016, I was actually diagnosed with a brain tumor, and I found myself not really wanting to get out of the house very much.
Right.
The summer of 2016, I went to a show. So people can host parties, girls' night in, girls' day in, with Stella and Dot. And that's what I went to. I had never heard of the company before. I bought a bag, a pair of earrings, and 24 hours later, I became an independent stylist. I fell in love with it,
really?
quite honestly. And
you're featuring it now, obviously.
Yes, the clothing, the jewelry.
Clothing too?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize Stella
bags. Yeah.
What?
We take care of the ladies.
May I glance at
you
this?
Definitely can.
Whoa!
So I definitely credit the company for giving me my sparkle back. I was a big people person. I was a big, involved in the community a lot. And after I got sick, I was kind of hiding out, and this pushed me
its toll
back
on you,
into yeah.
So you talk about attending the conferences. They're not even really. What would you call them?
An empowerment conference.
Because part of the philosophy of Stella and Dot is to do exactly what this did for you, to give you a chance to be independent, to set your own boundaries, set your own goals. Explain what happens at these conferences that's uplifting for you.
Oh, well, if I told you it was like one big dance party, you'd probably think I'm crazy, but we really do have dance parties.
Really?
We have training sessions. I had an opportunity last summer to meet the CEO of the company, and the opportunity to thank her was incredible for me, given what it has done for me. She sat in her living room 11 years ago and wanted to create a independent employment opportunity for women that was flexible, and she has done just that.
And so is there an investment in this though? I mean, when you get started, do you have to?
It's very minimal.
Okay.
It's you can purchase a startup kit. There's 2 different options. There's ways to earn that back in your first 30 days.
Really?
And then some. So what I have gotten from this, outside of the paycheck, outside of it being one of my part-time jobs, is truly the connection that I've made with other women in the company and women locally as well. People who are inviting me into their homes to show them what the company company has to offer, and then calling me back a week or 2 weeks later saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, or host another show, or join my team.
And the team, I love this idea too, is that you can, if you choose to, you can actually create a team, and you've done that in Northern Ontario.
I have, yeah. It's not mandatory. There's no minimums. There's no requirements or anything like that. And I kind of jumped at the opportunity to do the growing part of the business. I like to say we are a small but mighty team.
Yeah.
And just this past month, actually, we won a little contest across Canada. So we were one of the we had the largest growth in our shows in 2019, since January.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are there any events that you attend as Stella and Dot where people can show up and actually meet you in person rather than having to go to book you for a party? Or do you ever make appearances anywhere?
Myself and my team are often involved in a lot of the local vendor shows. Again, we love to give back to the community, so we do take part in a lot of the vendor shows, and that's really the most kind of public place to find us. We do encourage people to reach out to us. I'm always up for going for a coffee and telling you a little bit more about it if it's that you're interested in joining us on this crazy, amazing adventure, or hosting a show and getting some of this stuff for free.
So it's like that. If you actually host a show, you actually get benefits for being the host.
That's the girls' day in, girls' night in. There's usually mimosas. Hey, we have one gentleman on our team, not on my team, but on the team, and they refer to him as the Stella fella.
The Stella fella, that's cute. Now, let's talk about the autism bracelet again. So the proceeds. Tell me how that works, Shaylin.
So the head office of Stella and Dot is going to be donating the net proceeds to the Holly Rod Foundation. Those are then dispersed into Canada as well. So any of the bracelets purchased in Canada, that's going to stay in Canada.
Okay.
Locally, I have chosen to donate my personal commissions from the bracelets. So I'm not making anything on these. I simply just want to support local organizations. A couple that are near and dear to me being Possibility Community Homes and the Oklahoma Autism Foundation. And people who purchase a bracelet, they can select where they want to designate it to.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have one of the girls has designated hers to Oklahoma Public Health Speech and Language. So it's as long as it's something that's going to support these families and children with autism, I'm game. I grew up with a young cousin with autism.
Did you? Is it rude to ask the price of this?
No, not at all. They're $29 plus tax, and for the campaign, I'm going to take care of the shipping.
So I'm going to buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love that. Thank you.
My pleasure.
You can have this one.
Okay, I'll buy this one.
You can buy this one.
I don't have to wait for it to get shipped. Well, you don't
Perk of the job.
Cover the shipping anyway. Now, you also have a connection to jewelry in another aspect, Shaylin. You had an unfortunate situation come up.
I did, yeah.
You got robbed.
In December, I came home from work to find that someone had helped themselves to my home, and I'm a big family person. I'm a big sentimental value person.
Family person, which is another reason why you thought Stella and Dot was a great company, because the names Stella and Dot are
our co-founders' grandmothers' names.
The grandmothers of the co-founders of the company. And when you were robbed,
they got all of my grandmother's
jewelry.
And there was one piece in particular that had a huge sentimental value to me, and that was my grandmother's locket, and that was given to her by her mother, my great-grandmother.
We have a picture of it, so
yeah,
maybe Michael could put that up.
Yeah.
It's very sad, and I'm happy that we can help you out by showing this picture. So anyway, there's a locket out there, ladies and gentlemen, somewhere, and
the snow is melting, so you never know. I'm still hopeful that it might pop up somewhere.
Or pawn shop. There it is, missing locket. Oh, you're offering a reward. Now, when someone sees that and sees that picture, people are heartless.
That's my Nana and my Papa.
Your Nana and your Papa.
Yeah, she met him when he came home from the war. When she first went to meet him, he was on a horse. And so we always teased her. She quite literally met her prince on a horse. And
wow.
I think he later fell off that horse and broke his arm, but she was a nurse. He was in good hands.
It all worked out in the end.
Perfectly.
So for Stella and Dot then, are you coming up anywhere? Any shows coming up in town anywhere? Any of the
myself
shows?
Or one of my girls will hopefully be at the Bridal Expo that's taking place at the Bush Plain.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so
otherwise, how do we find you?
Facebook,
yes.
Website, phone.
Is it a Stella and Dot Facebook or is it a Shaylin Spurman Facebook?
Well, both. You can find us through Stella and Dot, but my Facebook is the /Style with Shay.
Style with Shay.
Yeah.
Ooh, you get to name your own company too.
Yes.
Well, you know what? It's important that this has given you a sort of a renewed purpose, a new set of friends, new network.
Absolutely.
It's kicked you back right in the butt and got you
Yes.
back in
I'm
motion.
very grateful for it.
Good for you, and good for Stella and Dot.
Yes.
Shannon Spurway, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Tim.
And we'll be back with Luann right after this.
It looks gorgeous.
It is, and
Isn't it lovely?
And it's in support of autism
I
for
think
Autism
that's
Month
so
and World
nice.
Autism Day.
That's so
Luann,
pretty.
I'd like you to have this.
Oh,
Here,
I
from-
can't take that.
Yes, no, from me to you.
Oh, honey.
Because I love his Hug a News Person Day.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's so
You can tighten it,
pretty.
and you
Yes.
just pull those two little. That's kind of a clever design.
Yeah, it is. Just you hold one and all. There, perfect.
Oh,
Thank
I like
you.
it.
Look at how pretty that is.
Yay, and we helped autism.
Yeah, and we helped autism too. Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
lovely. I
What do you got?
appreciate
You got
that.
any stories for me?
Well,
I've
you
got
know
some
what?
for you still.
Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, I think is the name.
Here she goes. Meghan Markle.
Says-
Has she had that darn baby yet?
No.
For heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to birth a king.
Well, it does. To birth a pauper too.
Yeah.
They actually opened up an Instagram account and broke a Guinness World Record. In 5 hours and 45 minutes, they got 1 million followers. 1 million! So he was at the YMCA doing like a media tour, and he says that games like Fortnite should be banned.
I'm with him.
He is so against social media. You can imagine, like he gets hounded all the time, but he specifically talks about how games like Fortnite encourage our kids to isolate themselves more, and they're designed to become addictive.
Yes.
So he really is on a campaign to stop that.
And it's violent.
He says it's more addictive than drugs and alcohol and more dangerous.
More dangerous.
I've never played the game. I've heard of it. I've never played it.
I think Alex plays it.
Yeah.
Behind
Is it good?
I like it.
Is it addictive?
Oh.
yeah,
See?
see?
When it first came out, yeah, it's probably.
When it first came out, Alex is saying it was just like, whoa. And I've heard of it, and I'm old, so
That was like me with Frogger.
Pardon?
When I went to university,
Frogger?
It was a game where you had to make it the frog and it had to jump across creeks and it got harder and harder, and then you had to like not have your frog fall into the lake and drown. You had to, and then more obstacles would come and go faster and faster. Luann, I got so addicted to that game. I wasn't going to school. I'd go to bed at night. I'd close my eyes and I'd see Frogger in my head.
No, really?
Yeah, it was bad. I had a Frogger addiction.
Well, you know what? People with addictive personalities, I bet, would sort of, you know, like it's like watching a video series. Like I'm watching a Netflix series now. It's called Life and Death Row. It is so awesome, very documentary style, but it's 1 hour. And they're taking different perspectives on, you know, how people get to death row and the specifics of a certain case. Last night I watched how the students at the Texas University take on people who are going to be executed like within hours. And actually, one of them, they found enough evidence that he got a stay, so he wasn't executed, like 2 hours.
This is the show you're watching?
Yeah, 2 hours before he was supposed to be executed. But then they also they also showed another prison inmate who didn't. They tried to help him and he was executed. So it's really, really very interesting.
And you're addicted to it.
I'm addicted, like seriously, I'm eating lunch and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta hurry up and get home so that I can just... Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, my kids call and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Hey, I hugged you because you're a news person.
Yes.
Well, would you do your job and read us the... No,
Okay.
don't. I just said it, didn't I? I said read us the news. Terrible. She doesn't just read the news. She creates the news.
I present.
She is the news, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the news, all right.
Lou Ann Young coming up right after this.
So there's a show on YouTube.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do this, but there's a show on YouTube, and it's called How Much Is Your Outfit? So there's a rapper guy who's trying to get his name out there, and so he does this show.
How much is your outfit?
How Much Is Your Outfit? It's called. And I mean, he's got a lot of people that show up, like Drake, for instance. Drake has broken the record because he showed up at the How Much Is Your Outfit show wearing $1 million worth of clothing. $1 million.
He must have been warm.
$979,000 he was wearing.
What?
Yeah, so he had
Okay,
so he had a diamond chain, because we all need one, for $200,000.
Yeah.
He had a watch for $750,000. He was wearing shoes that were $15,000 because they were Tom Ford after all. But he was wearing like a blazer and a turtleneck, a pair of pants and shoes, and he had almost $1 million worth of clothing on his back.
Maybe he could go hang out with that kid from the royal family whose kid was it that had the $700 baby pants? That wasn't the royal family. You talked about.
That was
whose kid was that?
Oh, the talk show host Cohen.
Andy Cohen's kid wearing the $700 pants.
400. But yeah.
Look at your memory. Good for you, Lou.
Well, you know.
So, how much is your outfit? How much is my outfit?
Mine's from Giant Tiger. It's $8 on sale, clearance.
Pretty sure I got this one at. I don't even know where this was cheap.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a pajama top. It actually is a pajama top. I just put a tie on.
Yeah, there you go.
I rolled out of bed, put a tie on, and here I am. What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
It's okay. The musical Cats.
Yes.
They're making a movie.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they're making a movie of the musical. Mm-hmm. I think Taylor Swift is in it. Pretty sure Taylor Swift is in it. She's playing Bomb Ballerina. She is. I'm right.
I have not even heard a word about this.
Okay, so anyway, here's the big scoop. It's just been revealed that they're not wearing cat makeup. They're using a thing called mocap. I'm guessing motion capture. And they're going to put the cats' faces on in post-production.
Oh, stop it.
Is that the stupidest thing you ever heard?
Well, why?
I don't know, because they didn't want to spend the money on makeup and the actors didn't want to sit in the chairs for too long. For heaven's sakes, you're doing a Broadway musical and using mocap?
You know what? I think the makeup is a big part of, because you look at them and you go, oh my gosh, look at how realistic that looks,
or
right?
how cool it looks. And anyway, but the set is going to be to scale. Like the Cats, the musical, I mean, there's oversized things. Like a big shoe falls down. Apparently, for this movie, it's really been done to scale so that as an audience, when you're watching it, you're actually seeing these humans playing cats, and the things are going to be proportionate. So like, even bigger than the Broadway musical.
So more realistic.
More realistic for the size. That's going to be like, it'd be like Gulliver's Travels or something, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Could you play a cat?
I auditioned for Cats, but I never got in.
Me too.
I was called an honorary kitten. Because I had a ton of friends who were in it, and I used to go and hang out at the stage door, and we all go out after the show.
Oh, really?
I got a bathrobe and a watch. They loved me.
Oh, they must have. How could they not? Please stay with us. We have so much more ahead.
Yeah, it's World Rat Day.
It's World what?
I knew that'd get you.
World Rap Day?
Rat.
Ew! We'll be back with much better things to talk about than rats right after this.
Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim, and joining me now I have Eve and Sarah from Bumps, Babies and Beyond. I love it. It's a baby expo.
Yes.
I'd never heard of it. You said it was 4 years now. I don't have a baby, so that's probably I wasn't paying attention before. You didn't start the whole idea, though, right? You sort of reinvented it. Is that true? Was there an expo before, but it kind of stopped for a long time?
About 20 years ago.
Is that long?
20 years.
Wow. So there was definitely a niche for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Families need to get out and see what is out there.
What's out there. So how did you two meet? I mean, you don't even have... Tell me a little bit about your background, because you're nothing alike.
I'm the Carhartt in the duo. I live out in the country and drive school bus and own a logging company.
And you're also an artist, right?
Yeah, a hand maker, yeah.
A hand maker?
Yes.
A bus driver?
and own a logging company.
And owns a logging company. Very rural.
Yes.
And then we've got down here from, like Green Acres, right? Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. You're from the city.
I am. So I moved up here from London, Ontario. And when I was expecting, I had traveled back home to London and attended some baby expos down there. And I work here in Sault Ste. Marie as a social worker, and I also have a small business as well that is also caters to young families.
Education, finance, future of
Yes.
the kids kind of thing. That's a great business.
Yeah, so even I just crossed paths through kind of the like the show network. So Eve coordinates a lot of handmaker shows.
Oh, you do a lot of event planning for things like, Maker North you're involved with as well?
I'm there frequently, yes.
You are? Okay,
Yes.
so are you a member of Maker North?
I am.
That's a great venue, isn't
Yes.
it? Cool. Okay, so you already were doing a lot of event planning and stuff like that, and then you crossed paths. And
Yeah.
you're both mothers?
Yep.
Yes.
And so you've been doing this together for how many years?
This is year 4.
Wow! It's obviously working out, and things are getting bigger and better. You've had to change venues to handle
Yep.
the expanse that you've got so many. How many vendors this time around?
Almost 90.
90.
That I would not even imagine you could think of 90 vendors that relate to children and families. But
Oh, there's a lot.
what kind of spectrum are we looking at? Like everything from what to what?
I would say we have about 30 handmade artists. So going from cloth diapering right up to home decor
It's
and
got to
that.
be coming back, right? Cloth diapering. Now
You
it's
get some
big.
cute ones compared to what used to be out there.
Really?
Yeah.
And environmentally speaking, it's so much better than the plastic diapers, landfill waste,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So cloth
Lots
is the
of
way to go.
eco-friendly products.
Yes.
Eco-friendly products.
Yep.
Okay. So lots of handcrafters.
Yep. We have the MLMs. So you have your
MLMs.
Multi-level marketing businesses, so kind of like your home-based business, such as we've got Discovery Toys, we've got Beauty Counter, we've got a whole bunch of different businesses that sell from their homes or through social media or different network marketing the avenues, but they'll come set up a booth and share their products or even be able to sell some stock on
So
site.
the person behind the computer screen actually comes out and gets
Yeah.
to meet their
and a lot of them are
clients.
moms.
Yes.
They start off when they're on mat leave and realize that they can do that while they're raising their kids.
That's excellent. Entrepreneurial skills, right? Okay, so we've got the MLMs, multi-level
Marketing.
Okay, and then you've got the crafters, and then
Yep.
what else?
We've got storefront retail kind of locations.
The ones you would sort of affiliate with children, right?
Right.
Stork and
Like,
Bundle.
For instance, Stork and Bundle,
Yep.
and Amanda's. Well, what's Amanda's Reading Corner? That's cute.
She's an MLM.
She's an MLM.
Amazing
Usborne
books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeanette's Custom Cakes.
Yes.
We know
A
her.
favorite.
There's
And then we've got some, health and fitness providers like Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, who has a storefront location. We also have a lot of service providers and community agencies that come and share a lot of really great information that is resourceful for parents.
Now, and this is where you're getting your tagline from, or your slogan, which is
Shop, learn, play.
Shop, Learn, Play. So you've got the vendors, you have information, and play. You get to it's interactive.
Yes, yeah, we have a lot of really great vendors that provide actual hands-on activities for fun for the kids and families, or an
The one you
opportunity
were
to
talking about was
learn.
the Bricks for Kids, for instance.
Yeah.
That's a
Those.
fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a stage going on. You got some stuff going on stage.
Yep, so you can join on stage for a Mummy and Me music demo class from Cases Music, one of our partners as well.
Sweet. That was something that you mentioned that I was surprised that I didn't know about either. Mummy and Me.
Yeah.
So parents and their children from an early age.
6-month-old with maracas, drums. Yeah.
Get out of here. How much fun is that?
Yeah.
They actually teach classes like that? They offer classes like that
They
for
do.
young
Yep.
Wow. And then food.
Food.
Yes.
Okay, that's important.
Food's
We're gonna because
good.
it can be a long day because you've got so many things to see.
Yes.
Who's providing the food?
Absolutely Delicious is our on-site cafe. And then Jeanette will be there with her custom cookies. Cookies.
Okay,
And then
cookies.
Cornucopia will be there with their flavored popcorn.
Nice.
Gourmet popcorn.
You also have some prizes, door prizes and stuff, is that right?
We do, yeah. And the first 100 guests that attend the show will actually get our goodie bags or swag bags that are stock full of swag, giveaways, samples, coupons, freebies from majority vendors that are participating in the show, but some local businesses as well who could like to contribute and just give away.
There's
some
no
free
charge
goodies.
to get into this baby expo, Bumps Babies and Beyond, free admission.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But you're still giving away 100 goodie bags to the first 100 people.
Yeah.
Now, I can imagine with no cost and free stuff, people show up early.
Yes.
They do.
So the doors actually open at 10 on April the 7th. That's this coming Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, at the Bushplay Museum.
Right.
So if you want to be one of the first 100 people, you might want to get there a little before the doors open.
Yes.
We've had some lineups in the past.
In the past?
And if it's
The
a little
bags-
chilly, we'll let you inside the front doors to keep babies warm.
Okay.
Yes.
But you won't get into the venue until 10 o'clock. But
Yeah.
the bags go quick.
The bags go
Yeah,
quickly.
within 10 minutes. Yeah,
You
they're
get
gone.
100 people in the first 10
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
You guys are doing a great job, obviously.
Yeah, it's
No
a lot
wonder
of
you're
fun.
getting 90 vendors because people are flocking down to this thing. It's fun this time of the year too. It's perfect, right? Spring is in the air.
Yes. We planned it at a good time.
So let's talk about some of the services that maybe people wouldn't associate with a baby expo. You talked about PALE.
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about
Yeah,
that?
so there's the pregnancy and infant loss program, or network, and they provide support groups for families who may have experienced a loss. So you can come and learn more about their program. You can volunteer, or you maybe want to access their services for support for yourself or somebody else that you know may have gone through some loss. We have the You Are Not Alone project.
You Are Not Alone?
Yes.
Is that from
Yana. So that is for families who maybe are experiencing any type of postpartum mental health issues.
Is that Algoma Family Services, or where's
They're
that
their own
They're their own
not-for-profit
not-for-profit.
organization. Yeah.
Does AFS come in at all? Algoma Family Services?
We haven't had AFS on site, but we do have Algoma Public
Algoma Public Health. And they work together, so.
They do, yeah. So they're there.
APH
with
has
lot
a
of
huge,
great-
lot of programs geared to children and young and new parents, and getting ready for parenting as well.
Yeah.
What about that? Expecting parents, is that? Do you have a market for that, or is there?
Absolutely, yeah. We have maternity clothing, courtesy of Stork and Bundle, usually on site, and
Car
then
seat installation.
Yep. What was the
that?
car
Car
seat
seat
installation?
installation.
Oh, that's
and
APH is doing that too.
yeah.
That's Jen Flood does. That's a great service.
Yeah.
So important too.
You don't know how many things you're doing wrong.
until
Right.
you right.
Yes. Yes.
Once again, shop, learn, play, eat.
And it's always a good opportunity before baby arrives to get out and just kind of shop around, browse,
See the
get
new
things
stuff.
to prepare for baby to arrive, and just learn and sign up for prenatal courses.
Prenatal courses,
and-
right? I'll find out what's all
Yeah.
out there for you.
Yeah.
Hey, and you also talked about the fact that parents do come with a lot of their children. You said just
Yes.
bumper to bumper strollers.
Yes.
That's fun too, though, to take your little ones.
Oh,
with
yeah.
The bush plane. Oh, and the bush plane is an ideal location because then, if maybe some parent wants to go look at something and the kid's not really interested in, you might have a little toddler with you, and a father or a mother could take a child and go and look at the planes and explore the museum.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, is this a chance to get to see the museum for free too?
Yes.
It is.
That's a good reason to go just for that.
Yeah.
too.
We do
Yeah,
have,
stroll
we have a lot of
around
men that do come that day, so you notice the influx in men.
That's fantastic. You have some
it's a-
great sponsors.
I was just going to say that we also have a nursing lounge and a sensory kind of friendly area as well.
Sensory-friendly
So
area for people who don't want to get kids too excited. They don't want to settle
Absolutely.
down. And nursing, in
Yep.
case you don't want to nurse publicly, you can go for some privacy.
For sure. We want the event to be accessible to everybody and anyone because there's a lot of great products and information to find at the event. We want everybody to be able to access it. However, we do look forward to benefiting the Twinkie Foundation again this year.
Oh,
we
so
will
that's- you
accept
would be-
donations.
Donations at the door for the Twinkie Foundation.
Yes.
Excellent. And the
Yes.
Twinkie Foundation, for those who don't know, it's a foundation that was put together to provide financial assistance to families who have children who might need to travel for health reasons, and it just really takes a lot of the pressure off the family, reduces the stress and anxiety of having a child who needs some medical assistance.
exactly.
Also, Great Lakes Honda is a big sponsor for you guys, right?
Yes.
Francine's been with us since day one. So.
Francine Floriani and the gang, thank
So
you
yep,
so
they'll
much.
bring in some of their family-friendly vehicles.
Dentistry
and-
stuff too, so important.
Family dentistry, yes.
Yes, and APH probably talks about that as well.
They do,
would-
yeah.
They're getting bigger on it.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay, so just the review then. The date is
April 7th,
April the 7th.
Sunday.
The location is
Bush Plain,
Bush Plain Museum, and the time is
10 to 3.
10 to 3. Get there early to be the first 100 to get your prizes.
Yes.
And listen, congratulations.
Thank you
It's
so
kind
much.
of funny that you two said you never really, you get along great, you're friends, but you don't really see each other until you get to this event.
We're so busy outside of the baby expo, so
Yeah.
We coordinate
yeah.
through social
Well, I'm glad I gave you the
media
chance to get together and see
Yeah,
each other.
Sure, yeah.
We had a nice visit together. Really a pleasure meeting you. Well, seeing you again.
Yes,
We've
you
seen
too.
before.
Thank you
and nice
so
to see you
much.
also again, Sarah.
Yes.
Bumps, Babies, and Beyond, April the 7th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Bush Plain Museum. And we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. In honor of World Rat Day, I share with you my rat story.
Okay.
Keith's had rats. He had pet rats, and one died, and it was tragic. He was devastated. He was weeping and crying over this dead rat, and I felt so bad. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to console him, and so I said, "We've got to be able to bury the rat." So I said, I brought up this beautiful carved wooden box that I had, and I thought we can put the rat in that, and I put it on the coffee table in front of poor crying Keith with the dead rat, and he went, "Well, that's too nice. It's only a rat." Happy World Rat Day.
I love you. Get out.
Happy Bum Slide Thursday.
We'll see you tomorrow morning because you know what? It's Friday. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.